This video is the third part of the Rules of Concord series. Check the link in the video description for the first and second video to follow along with the rules. Before I commence with the rules, here is a brief summary of the meaning of concord. Concord is a grammatical concept that focuses on the relationship between subjects and verbs in sentences, showing how verbs must agree with subjects to form grammatical sentences. Rule 13, Uncountable Nouns Concord. The Uncountable Nouns Concord rule states that uncountable nouns take singular verbs when they serve as the subject of sentences. Uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot be quantified, such as water, sand, information, advice, etc. In many cases, we make use of quantifiers such as some, any, a piece of, etc., to create a partial quantification for such nouns and introduce them. Another interesting feature of uncountable nouns is that they do not have plural forms, and so they maintain a singular structure, and take singular verbs whenever they act as subjects. Observe the following: this piece of information is really helpful. That piece of furniture is very enticing. The tea was very rich in flavor. Rule 14, Double Title Concord. The double title concord rule states that when two titles are joined by the conjunction and the second title is not preceded by a determiner, particularly a definite article, for example, there, the verb will be singular. That is, when two titles are united by and at subject position and only one of the two titles, which is the first, has an article preceding it. The verb to be used must be singular. Observe the following: the head teacher and principal is a really nice man. The firstborn and first daughter has a very cheerful and alluring smile. A master craftsman and swordsmith is visiting the small village today. The reason why the examples above take singular verbs is because both titles refer to the same person or individual. For instance, the head teacher and principal are the same person, which is why the verb is singular. However, if both titles were preceded by an article, say the definite article, there, the verb to be used is plural. This is because it would no longer be a double title but a double subject situation. This is because they would be referring to two separate individuals and not a single person. Observe the following: the head teacher and the principal are really nice people. The firstborn and the first daughter have really cheerful smiles. A master craftsman and a swordsmith are visiting the small village today. Rule 15, Coordinate Concord. The Coordinate Concord rule states that when two subjects are joined by the coordinating conjunction, and, the verb to be used must be a plural verb. Unlike in the case of Proximity Concord, where the subject closest to the coordinating conjunction, or, determines the verb is always plural when, and, joins two or more subjects. Observe the following: James and John are typical twins in many societies. The teacher and her students quickly understood the assignment. Matteo and the board of directors are having a closed-door meeting. Rule 16, Pluralia Tantum Concord. The Pluralia Tantum Concord rule states that when you have a noun with a plural structure or form at subject position, the verb to be used is singular verb. There are many nouns that are singular in function but plural in structure. They can be found in school subjects such as mathematics, economics, physics, etc., or in games such as billiards, darts, etc. They always take a singular verb. Observe the following: mathematics is a subject with worldwide agreement of its difficulty. Darts is one of my favorite games. Economics is a subject that teaches about many aspects of finance and trading. Rule 17, Categorization Concord. The Categorization Concord rule states that when a categorization noun, not a collective noun, is at the subject position of a sentence, the verb to be used must be plural. Such categorization words include the following: the poor, the rich, the sick, the strong, the wise, etc. Observe the following: The weak are to be treated with consideration. The rich are not always as happy as they look. The sick were taken from the sick bay to the hospital for better treatment. Rule 18, Plural Number Concord. The plural number concord rule states that when plural numbers are placed at the subject position of sentences, the verb is usually singular. Such plural numbers include 10, 5%, 80 kilograms, etc. Observe the following. 20% of our earnings goes to charity. 50 kilograms of wood is what we need to construct the statue. One of the students is coming here. However, in the case of actual numbers from 1 to infinity, the verb changes to plural from number 2 upwards. Measurement numbers always take plural verbs. Stay tuned for the third part of this series. See you soon.